This is your flight radar update for December 10th, 2025. Last night we had a RC-135W rivet joint off the coast of Okinawa, keeping an eye on China. Oh, imagine that. Another super galaxy. Okay, so here's one we haven't seen yet. This is a Cobra Ball. And what it does, it is a missile detection plane. It's just up doing some maneuvers over North Dakota, over our silos. Probably just a drill, nothing to be worried about. Now, this is a little more interesting. This is the Cobra Ball up in Alaska. Now, we fly them out there to make sure Russia's not sending anything over the North Pole. So, again, I don't think it's anything to be worried about, but, just something that raises your eyebrow a little bit. Triton drone off the peninsula down in Mexico. Probably looking for drug boats would be my guess. And now we got a Sentry up over Okinawa, keeping an eye on. They could be watching the Taiwan thing too. Who knows? But China or Taiwan or Cambodia. And we got some B-52s in the air. There's actually a couple of them there, but just doing maneuvers. You're going to hear channels say, oh, we got B-52s. We're getting ready to go get somebody. Well, you know what? I don't think they're going to bomb Texas, so I wouldn't get too worried about it. They got to run these things through their drills and that too, so. And another C5 Super Galaxy. This is the one that landed in Germany yesterday, and it probably just refueled, and now it's on its way somewhere. Okay, here's one you want to remember. This is an E-4B Mercury. This is what is known as the presidential doomsday plane, because if a nuclear war or whatever broke out, that's where the president would be. It's a presidential command and control plane. That's what they run the government out of. Okay, so like I said, I'm not too concerned. Pretty sure Trump's not in there right now, but it's just up doing its thing. But that's one you want to keep fresh in your mind. And just minutes ago, before I started recording this, I looked, and our little Triton drone is back up. According to this, it had been in the air 4 minutes, so it just took off. It's probably going to be there all day. Keeping an eye on China. And so by now, I'm sure you guys know we had another war start over in Asia. That could be one of the things they're keeping an eye on over there off of Okinawa. But listen, guys, the only way that the world is going to get out of this economic crisis we're in is they're going to start a big war. And you need to prepare. Most of the other countries around the world are telling their citizens, you need to get ready. You need to learn basic survival skills. Okay, even Poland. Poland is teaching all of their citizens basic survivor skills. Fire starting, water purification, things we talk about all the time. Not just here, but on other channels. And I'm not a doom and gloom kind of person, but it's just not looking good, okay? Why our country isn't telling its people they need to prepare, I don't know. I mean, 7% of the population is preppers in the U.S.? That's not very much. And a lot of people are just blind to it, and they're not going to listen to you, okay? If we could get that number to 10%, I know that's not a big jump, but, that's roughly 10 million people, 3% more. That's what we need to do. We need to get as many people prepped and ready as possible. Not because they need to be scared, because they need to be ready. Because if something major goes down, when it's all over, all said and done, the dust settles and the craziness stops, we're going to be the ones to rebuild. That's a big part of this prepping community. We're here, of course, we want to survive and save our family and keep them safe and that. But when it's all done, we're the ones with the skills that are going to be here to rebuild. And none of us are ever going to be completely ready. Okay, that's not even possible. I'll never be completely ready. You'll never be completely ready. But we get as ready as we can. We do what we can with what we have. The biggest thing you need to do is learn as many skills as you possibly can. Because in the long run, that's what's going to save you. You're never going to store enough food or enough water or have enough supplies of anything. Okay, it's just the truth. You just can't do it. But the more skills you learn, the better off you'll be. Because in the long run, that's what's going to save you. Learn how to, do some basic knots. Right now, right here, it's raining, it's windy, it's nasty out. Okay, this would be a perfect day to go out and learn how to build a fire when everything's wet. When everything's wet and there's some wind, anybody can build a fire when it's sunny out and it hasn't rained for 2 weeks and there's no wind. And, I get my 4-year-old grandson to do that. But learn how to do it when the weather's not ideal. Learn all the skills you can. Guys, just keep prepping. And teach somebody else those skills, whether it be your grandchildren, your children, the neighbors' children. Pass that knowledge on, because that's what's going to save us in the long run. Have a good day, everybody.